Building muscle is a piece of piss, is what I would say if I was lying through my fucking teeth, mate. And these are the kind of lies that I wish somebody had just grabbed me and told me the actual truth about building muscle so that I didn't waste 10 years trying to build it and failing to build it. So in this video, I'm going to stop you wasting 10 years and just give it to you straight so that you can find building muscle easier but not easy. Building muscle takes way longer than you expect. Like, it doesn't take weeks, it doesn't take months, it takes years. I fully believe that you should think about your dream physique being 3 to 5 years away. That's how you should be operating when you look to build muscle. Because depending on where you're starting, which for most of you will be with a cut, your cut's going to take anywhere between 6 to 16 weeks. And if you want help with that, I'm just going to really quickly tell you about my Shredded Without Skinny calculator that's going to work out all the calories and macros to start your cut. This is the first part of the process of building muscle. But if you've got a 16-week cut ahead of you and then a 6-week reverse diet after it, that's 24 weeks, nearly half a year already gone, and you're not even in the building muscle phase yet. So straight away you can wipe 6 months off. Then you've got at least a 52-week gaining phase, so now you can increase that to a year and a half. And you can look at that two ways. Well, that's gonna take too long, I can't be arsed doing it. Or you can look at it and go, yeah, it's gonna take long, but I'm just gonna focus on what I can do right now to start the process of building muscle. And that's what I'd recommend that you do. The next truth that you need to hear is that every session is going to be hard. You can't just turn up to the gym, do one hard session, or do one hard week of training and think, well, that's it now, I'm done, I've built the muscle, this is great. No, you have to have hard sessions every week for this entire time. I'm talking, you need to be training close to failure every session. You need to be logbooking every session. You can't afford to be going to the gym and half-arsing it, not logbooking, not training close to failure and expecting to grow, mate. It's called training for a reason, because you're training your muscles to grow, and the only way your muscles grow and what they respond to is hard training. If it was as simple as just moving and going through the motions like this, we'd all just be walking around doing curls in mid-air thinking, well, it's gonna grow my muscles, but it doesn't. You need dumbbells in your hands, they need to be heavy, and you need to train them towards failure, mate. Truth number 4 is that you have to track everything. You have to track your steps, you have to track your calories, you have to track your protein, you have to track your lifts, you have to track this for a long time. What you measure gets managed, mate. So if you're not tracking your food, you don't know if you're in the right calorie state to supplement what you want. You don't know if you're in a deficit, maintenance, or a surplus. If you don't track your training, you don't know if your training is working or if you're getting stronger and your muscles are going to grow. If you don't track your protein, you don't know if you're eating sufficient protein to supplement your muscles growing. And yeah, I get that it sounds like a lot, because it is. But this is what's required to build the muscle. If you could build muscle without tracking these things, I would just simply tell you to go and do that. But you can't, because you likely don't track stuff and you likely look at your body and go, well, I don't fucking like it. So you need to be tracking absolutely every variable, which leads into brutal truth number 4, is that building muscle is a complete lifestyle change. Like, it controls the majority of decisions in your life. The food that you eat, the food sources that you eat, the amount of meals that you eat, when you're going to get your steps in, when you're going to do your training, if you go for a night out, what you can eat, if you go for a meal with your partner, what can you eat, what's best to eat. Like, every daily decision that you've got to make goes through the lens of, well, what's going to be beneficial for me to grow this muscle. You can't just pick up muscle growth for like 2 days a week and then forget about the rest of the week. You can't just try and build muscle for 3 weeks and forget. Like, you have to be locked in to making the decisions that push you towards muscle growth all the time for a long time. So the quicker that you can just accept and almost surrender to the fact that it's going to take over a lot of your life, if not all of it, the easier time you're going to have. Truth number 5, which isn't really a harsh truth, it's more of a case of, if you do everything right and you start to build muscle, you'll fucking love it, mate. Because I know that I'm making it sound hard, because it is, but fuck me, is it worth it? When you look in the mirror, you look at your progress photos and you look back at your physique and go, fucking hell, I look good. Fucking hell, I feel big in this top. Fucking hell, I notice that beard looking at me. Like, it's fucking brilliant. It's not just hard work for the sake of hard work. It's hard work for the reward of getting the muscle, mate, and feeling the fucking bollocks after it. That's the reason why we do it, right? That's why we put all this effort in. That's why we turn to the gym and train hard. That's why we fucking track all of the food. That's why we fucking say no to a life of just lazing around doing fuck all, not looking after ourselves. We think, nah, we want to look good, we work for it, and then when you get it, mate, it's so fucking good. When you've done that first bulk, man, and you go in a cut and you can see your muscle, it's fucking brilliant. And like I've said, mate, the first step towards building this muscle is cutting and getting lean. And if you grab the Shredded Without Skinny calculator, that's going to help you get the calories that you need to hit so that you can start your cut and start the process towards building your first bit of muscle. So now that you know what building muscle actually takes, I would go and watch my video that I did on the exact system to build muscle without getting fat, because it's going to run you the phases of the cut, the reverse diet, and the bulk, and show you how to set it up exactly so that building muscle becomes a non-negotiable in your life, not something that you think isn't possible for you. Go and watch it.